Now we'll go for the next step after connection. See, you understand the flow. First, what we did, first we selected the database. Okay, here is our database, Webinar DB, right? Then what we did in the last class, means yesterday, we created a table named student. So our second step is to create a table in that particular database. After creating a table, our third step is to insert value into that table. Okay, means after creating a table only we can do the three main operation, that is insert, update, delete, and find. These four things, that is the CRUD operation. Okay, we can do this only after this. So I haven't explained you what is the meaning of this CRUD over here. See, CRUD, this is creation, then you have update, delete. These are all the meaning of this CRUD: create, update, delete. So now we'll come over here and we'll create another file, create table, create table.py. As we have done the connection part over here, we'll copy this part from this and we'll paste it over here. After doing this, our next step is to create a cursor. Cursor means it will just create, you can say, uh, an object, you can say, of the particular Postgres, so that whatever you write in that cursor, whatever command you write in the cursor, it will directly execute in over here, directly execute over here. Okay, for that we create cursor. So we'll write a comment, creating cursor, and then we'll create a cursor. So let us name it cursor only. Cursor equals to connection dot cursor, and it's a function, so we'll write it as a function. That's it. So our cursor, we have created our cursor successfully, and now we need to execute our command through this cursor. So let us not take the previous uh, table what we created in webinar. We will create another table. So suggest a name for the table. Until then, I just write the comment. So you all suggest a name, that what table we should create. We will create a serial, means execution, cursor execution. Okay, so now let us execute. So there is no suggestion from your side. So let us make uh, a table of employees. Okay, so let us make a table of employees. So we will do one thing, cursor dot execute, cursor dot execute, and we will put on this and we will write it in triple quotes. Okay, we will write this thing in triple quotes, and now we'll write the entire thing that we do over here, that is create table. Name of the table is employees. Okay, and first of all we need to write what are the attributes of it. So let us take it as ID, for example, and let the ID be number. Okay, or text, anything, text. Then we will have, for example, name with text, and then we'll have address. Address is text, and then may we have some other value like department, and department will be text. Okay, now if we execute this code, then our table will be created. Okay, we have missed one termination sign over here. Okay, salary. Okay, let us put a salary over here. Salary number. Okay, salary is a number, and then we can write a termination sign over here, and we can save it. Okay, after doing this, what will happen? If you want to give it in float, okay, there is a this data type for number takes integer. If you have this float, you have to search for the documentation for Postgres, what we call float this, and then we can write it. It's we can use it, so we can use it easily. We need to just search what documentation is for there for number and float, and then we can use that float. Now I want to explain you one thing. See, ID is text means I am giving the ID, right? But ID, if we want that automatically ID should be generated, then we need to change something over here. We need to write serial, serial over here. Okay. If we are writing serial, that means ID will be the unique identification number and it will be generated automatically. Okay, Abhishek, we will test it practically to solve your this issue. That this doubt that it shows int and float or only int. So we'll test it practically. While we insert the data, we'll test it practically. So after this, we could write one thing. We can write print table created. Okay. After doing this, we will commit the connection because committing the connection is very, very compulsory. So we'll write a commit the connection, and then we will commit it. Connection dot commit. It's a function, and then again we will write close the connection after it is done. So we'll connection dot close. So this is our code is done. So let us execute our code. We need to change the name. It's create table.py. There is an issue in number. Okay, so we cannot write number over here. We need to write something else. So let us see what we could write. Okay, sorry, my mistake. It's int, not number. We need to write int over here, and then we'll execute. Our table has been created. Okay. So now, if we want, for Abhishek wants a means that a table. If you want to create a table, so with a float value. So let's just execute that also. Okay, so let us check first that what we created over there, does it shows to us. So we will come over here and we will check it slash D. See, we have created a table employees and it is being shown over here. So if you want to check what are their values in the employees, select star from employees. So if you want to check this, I forgot the combination. See, we have the ID, we have the name, we have the address, we have the department, we have the salary. Okay. So now let us delete this table. Okay. So we'll write drop table uh, employees. Drop table employees. I believe this will work. Drop table employees. Okay. So if this is for deleting the table. So if we want to see it slash D, then we will not find any table employees over here. So you write it to drop a table. Yesterday I mentioned you to drop a database. Now I mentioned you to drop a table. So here, this is the way how we drop a table. So now we'll create the table again with another value. Let us take this department. Let us take this department as department number, and we will department number, and this number is integer type. Okay, and let us take this salary as float. So let us see if this code executes. So that, what is the use of connection.commit? See, whatever we use in this cursor.execute, this commit statement executes everything that are in cursor. So this is what connection.commit does. Committing means to execute everything the cursor is having. Okay. Now we'll run this code again, and let us see. We have created this table successfully, and that means we have created it with float type, and while we insert the data, we'll check that is if the float is coming or not. So we'll check it once again. We have created employees, and if we run this for employees, then we find that it's ID, name, address, department number, and salary. So this is how we create a table